In the dim corners of reality, where the veil between the natural and the supernatural grows thin, there exist objects that harbor energies not meant for the mortal realm. These are their stories, tales so chilling they seep into the bones of those who dare to listen. The painting of anguish. In the quaint town of Eldridge, nestled between forgotten hills, there was an antique shop that housed relics of bygone eras. Among these treasures was a painting, a portrait of a woman whose eyes seemed to follow you no matter where you stood in the room. Her expression was one of deep sorrow and unspoken terror, a magnet for the curious and the brave. The painting was acquired by the Harrison family, who were immediately drawn to its haunting beauty. They hung it in their living room, unaware of the curse they had invited into their home. The first few nights were uneventful, but as the days passed, a palpable sense of dread began to envelop the household. Objects would move on their own, cold draughts filled the rooms, and an incessant whispering echoed through the halls at night. The family's youngest daughter, Lily, became the focus of the painting's malevolence. She started speaking in tongues, her once bright eyes now mirroring the despair of the portrait. Desperate, the Harrisons sought the help of a local priest who recognized the signs of possession. During the exorcism, the painting began to weep blood, and the air filled with the scent of decay. With a final prayer, the spirit was banished, leaving the painting as nothing more than a blank canvas. The Harrisons rid themselves of the cursed object, but the shadow it cast on their lives never fully dissipated. The doll of Hollow Creek. Hollow Creek was known for its picturesque landscapes and a history steeped in folklore. At the heart of one such tale was a doll, found in the attic of an old Victorian house by a young girl named Emily. The doll, with its porcelain skin and glassy eyes, was dressed in a lace gown, its beauty timeless. Emily was enchanted, unaware that the doll was a vessel for something sinister. The doll's presence brought an air of melancholy to the household. Pets disappeared, plants withered, and Emily became withdrawn, spending hours conversing with her silent companion. Her parents noticed the change, attributing it to a child's phase, until one night they awoke to Emily's screams. They found her in her room, the doll's hands around her throat, its expression twisted into a malevolent grin. Terrified, they attempted to dispose of the doll, but it always found its way back, its intentions now clear. It sought to claim Emily, to drag her soul into the abyss. In desperation, Emily's parents consulted a medium, who revealed the doll was bound to a spirit seeking revenge. Through a ritual, they attempted to sever the connection, but the spirit was too powerful. It was only when Emily, showing a bravery beyond her years, offered the spirit peace and release from its earthly bonds, that the doll's grip weakened. The spirit departed, leaving the doll lifeless. The family buried it beneath a willow tree, hoping to trap its evil in the ground. Yet whispers of the doll's curse persist, a warning to those who dare disturb it. The Mirror of Souls. The final tale takes us to the city, in an apartment that was home to a mirror of exquisite craftsmanship. The frame was adorned with intricate carvings that seemed to depict scenes of joy and despair. It was said to be a gift from a scorned lover, imbued with a dark enchantment. Whoever gazed into the mirror would have their soul trapped within its glass, forced to endure the emotions of every previous victim. Marcus, a skeptic of the supernatural, bought the mirror at an estate sale, intrigued by its lore. He hung it in his study, treating it as nothing more than an ornamental piece. But as he spent more time in its presence, he began to feel an array of emotions that were not his own. Sorrow, rage, ecstasy, and fear, all overwhelming and unexplained. His obsession with the mirror grew, his reflection becoming less familiar each day. Friends and family grew concerned as Marcus withdrew from the world, his personality fracturing under the weight of the souls trapped within the mirror. In a moment of clarity, he sought to destroy the mirror. But with each strike, the emotions intensified, driving him to the brink of madness. Realizing the mirror could not be destroyed by physical means, Marcus turned to a group of spiritualists who uncovered the true nature of the curse. Together they performed a ritual to release the souls, each liberation accompanied by a flash of light and a wisp of smoke. As the last spirit was freed, the mirror cracked, its surface now dull and lifeless. Marcus parted with the mirror, its remnants buried in a place where no light would fall upon them. He recovered from his ordeal, but the memories of those trapped emotions lingered, a reminder of the price of curiosity,